girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Ready to Love, Make a Move, Season 1, Episode 8. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, y'all, let's get into it if we're going to get into it. When the episode first opens up, Ashley is still inquiring about the marriage of it all. He said he did it. Nobody knew. He went to the courthouse. It took him forever to tell anybody. It was a secret. As quick as they married, they divorced. So it taught him to get to know a person a little bit more. So Ashley was like, you know what? You know what that showed me? That showed me that he's a hopeless romantic. And you know what, y'all? That's beautiful. Girl. Girl, what? Girl, please. What that showed me is he's impulsive and he was hiding open. That's what it showed me. But maybe that's just me. So then she asked, what is his honest opinion of her? Now, he thought she was fishing for a compliment because he know how Ashley liked to do. And he was like, that's on the card? She said, yeah, it is on the card. He said, you know, I think you're wonderful. I think you're healed. When he said healed, it was in that moment that I knew he was on that BS. Donald ain't not nothing healed about Ashley. Donald just be giving answers that he thinks sound good and he ain't fooling me. In the next scene, Tamika calls Sharice. Hello? She was like, girl, listen, since you let Ezell go and Danzy was dancing, okay, he was too busy getting his dance on, then I'm going to send you on a new blind date. Ooh, wee, honey, Sharice, I don't know what you need to do, baby. Cross your fingers or your eyes or something before you walk in for good luck. Because, baby, you are having a hell of a time. Do you hear me? In the next scene, Zadia is going to visit Cam's house for the first time. Now, y'all can't see me, honey, but I am doing air quotes. Even the production was like, is this your first time? She was like, yeah, it is. Cam's house looked like an elder's home. I said, what is this old folks home, honey? I don't know. It didn't have no pizzazz. I don't know what was going on, child. That was a little bit less than a bachelor pad. I was like, what is happening in here? So anywho, they sit down, they start eating, they're talking. He says that he's ready to move from the home that he's in now to something a little bit better, and he feels like he's outgrown it. Now, he did call it a trap house. And I said, now, what kind of pharmacist are you? A street pharmacist? Honey, let me find out that's where you wearing all them little piece and chains. But anywho, he talked about, you know, having several streams of income. He's doing crypto, flipto, dipto. Honey, he is doing it all. Okay. And you know what? I like a man with ambition. I'm going to tell you straight up. I am the kind of person that I am always thinking of new ways to make money. I want to be able to retire at 45. Now, I know that may be delusional, honey, because I only got 4 more years. But I really do think that several streams of income is important. And if I can crack the code and be on an island somewhere before my son turns 18 years old, then I would be over the moon. Okay. Moving forward. So he was talking about his several streams of income. And so Zadia asked how he liked the process so far. He did say that he was enjoying it. And, you know, he was thinking about things and he wants to buy more properties, but in New Orleans. He basically said, girl, I'm not moving to DC, so you can hang it up flat screen because I'm not moving to no damn DC. And she was like, well, you need to visit before you say things like that, Zadia. This silly show said the premise was for you to move to New Orleans. That's probably why he signed up. But anyway, you or him, one of y'all are going to have to budge if y'all want to be in a relationship. So she asked how he felt about long distance relationships. And he said, you know, him being older, it's possible, but it's not ideal for him. She said it isn't ideal for her either, but maybe for the right person. So then she put that pancake down, y'all. She said, so am I the right person? Zadia, if you have to ask, I don't think so. Okay, if you have to ask him, I don't think so. I was like, we're seeing some cracks. Neither one of y'all want to move. Plus, every serious question she asks, he kind of avoids it. I don't know if y'all have been noticing the pattern. When she said, let's talk about our past and things that have been going on. Nope. Am I the one? Honey, he started eating his eggs. I was like, child, he does not want to discuss nothing. Camille might have been right. I feel like he has tunnel vision right now and it's all about the money. He wants to get himself comfortable so that he can be in a position to be with someone else. I think you got to catch him in a few years. I'm not saying Cam is not a good guy, but I don't think he's right for this right now. And so then she was like, so, I mean, what? He said, we're trying to see. Oh, baby, I would be like, on that note, I'm going to head out. In the next scene, Sharice is meeting Nick, Mr. Kid and Play with his high top fade. She said that she saw him at the mixer and they were making eye contact, but she still didn't choose him, which meant that you didn't want him. Because if I'm making eye contact with a man that I think is attractive, that's how I give them the come hither. Okay, they know to come because of the way that I'm looking at them. So if you were looking at him and you gave him the look and he gave the look back, and then you chose Maurice in his 5-piece suit, then you didn't want him. They go in, they sit down, they start talking. Y'all, Sharice so dry. It's like robotic almost. And I did not really notice it until this date. That's why she chose Maurice, because he doesn't say much. And so she doesn't have to say much because she really doesn't have much to say. I said, what is this? Then after it was all said and done, she was like, yeah, we have great chemistry. Sharice, what the hell are you talking about? Because I didn't see it. Now, what I really think is that Sharice just wants to catch up and get a keeper because she's the only person that is starting from scratch. Everybody else kind of has their person. You know, Verneshia, I don't think she really just liked Tabari, but that's neither here nor there. She has Tabari. Zadia, child, she thinks she got Cam, but honey, Cam trying to figure out what kind of way can I make money through the show. And then, of course, Donald is running from Ashley. I just played, girl. All y'all talked about was his body, and you was sitting up there trying to flirt or whatever that is you was doing. Moving forward. In the next scene, Verneshia goes to Tabari's house. Verneshia, he isn't the one. And let me tell y'all why I say that. Because I notice the most minute things. When she walks through the door, he gonna stand back with his hands on his hips, letting his backbone slip, talking about, look at you. She said, give me a hug. Now, that's not the first time that he's done that. He never greets her properly. When he walked into Zadia's rooftop birthday party, he just stood there and said, now she stood up thinking he was about to greet her, hug her, embrace her. Tabari was standing back talking about, hi, Verneshia, how are you? Good to see you. She's not a colleague. Do you like her or not? Like, what are you talking about? Now, he did give her flowers, so I thought that was good. They started talking about family, and Verneshia is saying that he spends a lot of time in Mississippi and in New Orleans. Now, she willing to come to the NO, but Mississippi, no. Okay? She is not doing the M-I, crooked letter, I, crooked letter, I, humpback, I. She ain't going down there. Okay? I don't care if the pank is down there. Telling her Cliff and them we said, hey. She said she ain't going, honey. She wants to know how it's going to work with him always traveling. And he said, you know, if it works between them, then some things will shift. These dates aren't doing it for me. I think Verneshia is bored. She'd rather be somewhere else. And Sharice is just watching paint dry. Zadia is trying to twist this man's arm. And we all know what Ashley doing, honey. In the next scene, it's the next morning and the ladies are making breakfast. So then Cameron unexpectedly stops by to talk to Zadia. Now, Zadia's nerves are bad, and so they go in there and they sit down. He starts talking about his plans and that, you know, he didn't foresee her being in his future plans, and he feels like, you know, things are moving fast and he doesn't have a lot of time. He needs to slow things down since he has a lot going on. So he's telling her that, you know, his time may be limited and the other men may be ready to jump in and bust a move. So maybe she needs to pour into them. So she's like, I'm confused. Like, what's being said? Honey, he was speaking a foreign language as far as she was concerned. He said, you know, I enjoy spending time with you. You know, I still want to, you know, show you around the city, but my time just isn't there. So if you want to part ways, you can. Well, baby, what'd he say that for? Listen, Zadia, he's trying to let you down easy. That house visit sealed the deal for him that you are moving a little bit too fast, asking if you're the one, talking about moving in and decorating and putting your wigs in his closet. It's too much. But let me get on you, Cameron. You are tripping. Talking about you didn't expect things to happen like this. You didn't expect to be doing this. Baby, you signed up for a dating show. What did you think you were going to be doing? Playing Let's Make a Deal? Sir, you signed up for a dating show. See, this is what happens when people sign up just to be on TV and get that daily stipend. Just another way for him to make some damn money. Didn't I tell y'all? Cameron, this is a show about dating. And in the end, she has to choose someone. He said he don't mind being her tour guide, but baby, this is your stop. It's time to make a move. Zadia, you should not have put all your eggs in one basket. So then Zadia was like, well, do you want to part ways? He said no. Lies. Full on lies. What you want to do is you want to stay on this TV and get that stipend for a few more days. You want to continue doing that, but you don't want her to choose you in the end. Now, don't get me wrong. I respect him for letting her know that he is pressed for time. But why did you sign up for this show? Why did you do that? Now, she's sitting there saying that she understands because she was once in that place. And I feel like Zadia is being real understanding. But then she got up in the confessional and made an excuse for him. Girl, is this what you got out of that? She said, I just know that, he's busy. And he came on here thinking he was going to have a few dates and have a little fun. And then, he met me. And now we're in this thing and we really like each other. Like, who'd have thought? Who'd have thunk it? Not me. I never would have thunk it. Now, Zadia, I know you really like him. Now, why? I'm not sure. I don't know what y'all did on that first night, honey, but you seen that house before, allegedly. I know you really like him, but I'm just not seeing it. Like, she said he came in not expecting for them to find each other and life is still happening. So he a little bit confused. Poor baby. She just don't get it. All he could bring himself to do was just go along with it because he could not bring himself to just cut her all the way off. As soon as he saw her attitude, like, so do you want to part ways? He was like, no, we're fine. We're fine. In the next scene, the ladies meet with Tamika. And so she's asking how everything's going, with their dates. She asked Zadia about Cameron. And so she's telling her, the time for them is moving really fast and he's getting a little bit nervous, but she doesn't want him to feel like she doesn't understand where he's coming from. She doesn't want to take away time from what he's trying to accomplish. She was like, things were going a little, iffy, but then I gave him a few hugs and everything was better. So then Tamika asked if they had kissed. And Zadia said, we've kissed. There have been some smooches. We've been kissing, just not in the dark. I don't want to get to know him with my genitalia. I don't think Sharice believes her, y'all. Did y'all hear when Sharice whispered to Ashley and said, did she say genitals? Well, what is the vajayjay? Baby, did y'all peep that tea? Because when I tell y'all I was sipping, I said, let me find out Sharice is still mad about being woken up, or as she would say, about being awoke. And now she's spilling Zadia tea, telling us all that him and Zadia got it popping. Baby, I caught that. I said, oh, honey, not the closed caption. That production's so messy. And now on to Sharice. She said the blind date was nice with Will, but with Nick, she feels like she found someone that she's finally attracted to. Baby, the heavens have opened up because they couldn't find her nobody. But still, my question is, Sharice, why didn't you choose him first? So they're having this mixer and Tamika tells them that all of their keepers will be there and Nick and Will be there for Sharice. So the mixer is about to be underway because they have the mixer right after they talk to Tamika. And oh Lord, Ashley is Ashleying. It wouldn't be an episode without it. So Dawn gets there first before all the other men. And she's in a confessional talking about, what else hasn't he told me? Is he going to spring something else on me? What can I expect? Girl, please. You just got through saying he was a hopeless romantic. You just want something to argue about. You just want something to be upset about. Please calm down. So they were like, yeah, so we heard her rap. So now we want to hear you and your poetry. So they asked Don to drop a little poetry and he said, roses are red, violets are blue. Ashley, what the hell is wrong with you? He didn't say that for real, y'all. Oh, honey, y'all know how I like to play. But he did tell her roses are red, violets are blue. If you ready for love, then let's make a move or something, honey. I don't know what was going on. It was either way it go. You can choose mine or you can choose his. At the end of the day, it's gonna give Dr. Seussical the musical. Moving forward. So the other men start to arrive. Sharice, keep your eye on Nick, honey, because Vern, she don't give a damn. Baby, I ain't gonna never let that go. She don't give a damn, honey. And then he brought her a gift. I thought that was a nice touch. I said, look at William. Okay, William. Williams are typically nice guys. I don't think I've ever met a Will that wasn't nice. Y'all comment down below. Have you ever met a Will that wasn't nice? So Verneshia is sitting and she's talking to Tabari and she thanked him for cooking for her. And she's telling him, that the distance kind of scares her. In the confessional, she said her blind dates showed her that there are other men out there. But then she decides to keep him. I'm not seeing the spark. I think she's just keeping him for the sake of keeping him, honey. I don't see the spark. Over on the other side, Ashley and Dawn are talking. Ashley, you do not want Dawn for real. Because she gonna talk to him and say, yeah, let's talk about you being married. Okay. So you're upset that he told you that he was married before. At least he told you. Yet you wanted Kirsten to fight for you, and he couldn't even communicate why the hell he didn't show up. Girl gone. So he said, well, that doesn't really affect you. That was a long time ago. Like, I want to get there with you. I want to get to that point with you. Now, Donald, you have to be very careful what you're saying to Ashley. You're telling her right now that you see marriage in your future with her. See, Ashley is a very literal person. She is the type of person to roll the tapes back at her own damn house and point out at minute 17 that you said that you saw a future with her. So make sure you know what you're talking about. That's why I said Donald just be saying things that he thinks sounds good. So anywho, after hearing that, she's keeping him. Ashley, girl, you play all day. I think Ashley like a sprinkle of toxicity. She got rid of Kirsten, then wanted him to fight for her. She got rid of Donald because he didn't return the text because of the Android and the iPhone miscommunication. And then she got him back. And now she's talking about a marriage right after she said he was a hopeless romantic and it was beautiful. A little sprinkle of toxicity. Moving forward. Baby, she gonna do that if she don't do nothing else. She ain't got nothing else to do. So then they shared a short pic. I'm annoyed, honey. Let's move on. Over on the other side, Sharice is talking to Will and she's talking to Nick. They're showing like different scenes with her talking to both the guys. And I can see a difference when she talks to Nick because she touches him a lot. She's very intrigued with his body. So she needs some help. She pulls Verneshia and Zadia to the side for advice. I was like, no, ma'am. Is Tamika not here? Why are you pulling Zadia and Verneshia to the side? Child, she's so excited, honey. So the two men are in the place to be. They sit down with Sharice to try to help her figure out what she gonna do. So Zadia said, well, you did say conversation was more important, so who has the better conversation? Verneshia said, Will. Well, I mean, Nick couldn't really say too much. She was too busy fawning over his body. Sharice is just shallow. I know she's going to choose Nick because she like looking at him. So Will and Sharice go to the side, and she's telling him that she doesn't know if they will be a good fit. So over on the other side, she's telling Nick that she needs him to communicate more. Y'all are communicating about his body. She keeps Nick. She lets Will go. Will, I think you're a very stand-up guy. I don't know much about you, okay? We only saw you for a brief moment, but you do seem pretty nice and you seem well-rounded. So don't worry about this show, baby. I'm sure the DMs will be popping after this scene. Trust me, they're going to be popping. Sharice is so predictable. She said, yeah, I'm keeping Nick because, I can see him coming to Miami. Girl, who you think you fooling? Who do you think you fooling? You kept him because of his physique, and you ain't fooling me. Over with Zadia, she's talking to Cam, and she's like, when we had that talk and you said you didn't have much time, it just really got me to thinking, and I'm going to keep you a little longer. So she going to keep him a little longer for his close-up. She likes him a lot. And she's not seeing the obstacles up ahead. Baby is giving red flag. He's just not that into you. He was looking like, damn, I just know she was going to let me go. But now you are still ready to love. So it took you some time. Baby, you going to be on the bridge. Honey, Zadia say she going to be on that bridge on this episode, honey. On this season of Ready to Love, whether it's make a move or not, you will meet her at that damn bridge. So the mixer is over, y'all. And Ashley tells us only 3 episodes left. Woo, thank goodness. So after the men leave, Tamika tells them that she's going to bring back someone they know from their past. So Verneshia is like, I don't know why they're bringing somebody from my past. When I'm done with you, I'm done with you. I know that's right. In the next scene, Verneshia is on her way to this blast from the past date. So she gets there, y'all, and it's Mizell. Baby, this is a fool. Tamika, now why would you do that? Or production, why would you do that? She was like, well, he's a liar. This is what she said in the confessional. And a liar. And I don't want to deal with no liar. And nobody wants to deal with a liar. Girl, yes, he is a liar and a sneaky snake. But we are not about to absolve you from all wrongdoing, honey, because some conversations needed to be had, fair game or not. So he starts doing all that talking. Sir, you're just willing to waste anybody's time and you don't care who it is. So she tells him that she didn't like how he downplayed her. Verneshia, I feel like you're more mad about the downplaying of you than you are about him being grimy. And she said, yeah, the way that you could have just been honest and not try to downplay me. So I felt like I needed to let Sharice know that, yeah, he had been calling me and he had been texting me. And she said she hadn't heard anything from you. Now, the sequence of events is not how it went. He downplayed you after you had already told Sharice at the breakfast table that he had been texting you. Am I wrong, y'all? Because she already knew going into that mixer that Ezell was texting Verneshia. So he was like, well, I mean, really and truly, we didn't communicate after the date. So, I mean, I don't really owe her anything. So Verneshia is repeating to him that everybody is fair game. Nobody belongs to anybody. I don't care if they are fair game. He is not the move. He's just not. Whether you like Sharice or not, I don't know, y'all. I just don't like that. So then he starts going on and on about how he didn't intend to be deceptive. He was just moving with who he felt the most energy with and who he felt, connected with. And the two of them shared a moment. Well, you and Sharice shared a moment as well. You had your arm around her. She was leaning into you, playing with your beard. Y'all had more than a few moments. He said, and I don't want anybody to feel like I'm shady. So then Verneshia in the confessional was like, I really want to give him the benefit of the doubt because he's saying all the right things. So then she asked if he was still interested in Sharice. Why? Why are you worried about if he's still interested in Sharice if everybody is fair game? Game on. And that was the end of the episode. Okay, but baby, next episode, baby, they about to piss me off. Kirsten is back to playing Ashley's face, and Cam is trying to quit Zadia yet again. Girl, let him quit you. Let him quit you. Let him quit you. He has other things to do. You might not see the bridge on this season of Ready to Love, Make a Move. And that was the end of the preview. Child, this is a fool. I cannot believe they brought Kirsten back. I know I'm going to be pissed to have to hear Ashley acting a fool next episode. Listen, y'all, if you're listening to this review, please check out my Bell Collective review following this one for this week's episode. I don't know if y'all stay over on when Ready to Love goes off, but Bell Collective is my next review for tonight or today, if you're listening. And I would like for y'all to check it out. Thank you all for watching, and y'all comment down below. Tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.